Hello everyone and welcome back to Sea of Stars. Probably for the final time. Oh, so look at this loading menu screen. We have Garl back. We have everyone here. Well, Rashawn's sort of still being, you know, Rashawn. Oh yeah, so I can't really help directly, but I'll be here. Here's a puppet. I'm just gonna piss off now. Not even sure if we could go to the archive if it'll even be there. But yes, we have Garl back, because on the last episode, we finished the game. Technically. After all bugged off, we had to do a boat hell space battle with the pew pews against a world eater. And then yeah. But then we came back. We went to a rock after doing, you know, literally everything, practically. We got all the rainbow shells, which was a pain. We got, I think there's still some treasure lost in the desert somewhere, which I can't be asked to look into. We did everyone's side quest. Well, except Garl's. Garl wants us to go just have a dinner at the Golden Pelican. You know, the one place that was like, hey, you need a reservation. Otherwise you can't be here. So now we do. Because we talked to Chef Bass and... oh yeah, we can also start New Game Plus. But let's just continue. Also, one thing that we're going to have to do is... yeah, after this... we're going to have to go do the final boss fight. Again. For the actual final boss fight. The one that, yeah. I don't know if I'm prepared for the actual final boss fight. I might have to. I might have to put those on. Just saying, I might have to. F those things. So anyway, time to go to the Town of Risk. Also, we need to show off Garl's ultimate, which I'm pretty sure we could probably do in the final boss fight. But yeah, I gotta say, story-wise, yeah, the way it ended the first time was a bit... okay. I get why it did now. To make room for this ending. Because yeah, the way it ended was a bit... this is... a bit anticlimactic. Just the bad guy leaves, and we just go and fight, you know, giant space worm thing. Giant space boss. Alright, let's see if I can't figure out directions. I still ain't really a fan of navigating this place. But yeah, the Golden Pelican. Hi, we actually have a reservation this time. Welcome to the Golden Pelican. Did you have a reservation for today? Oh, a private invitation from our chef. You will need proper attire for the special occasion. Please go with the other guests, or tailors will be right with you. Okay, we have to get dressed up for this too. Do we actually get different models for this? Please tell me we do. And a bow tie, please. An excellent choice, sir. Oh, I don't know. I think I look great on you. Please tell me this is... please tell me this is gonna be great. Yeah, looks like a cowboy. Please sit still, Mr. Malcolm. We are almost finished. Oh my god, this is... oh my god, this is everything I wanted. This is pretty great. Valtrade's all dressed up. Oh god, Valtrade will probably bust through that. Oh, is Squiddy's little dressed up over there? Rashawn's more dressed up. Teeks? Teeks has a nice outfit. Anything for you, pal. To land. Wait, where are we at? There's really more fancy in my middle name, but it's like Valtrade said. Oh, there we are. We're in the white dress, I see. This is so special. Beloved guest, a moment of your attention. Dinner is ready to be served. Please follow me. We look so great. Chef Basil making all the food. Serve him up, Casper. Of course, Chef, right away. Wow, this is worth every bit. Please enjoy. Should there be anything else you need, just let me know. Thanks. I like how fancy everyone is. It's just gold. Yeah, that bow tie. It's a nice bow tie. Naturally. Go. Yes? You gotta do the honors, pal. Oh, I don't know. This is about all of us. I think we should just dig in. No more rain, was it? And I'm sure you understand tradition demands that. Of course. Attention, please. We're gathered here today to mark the return of someone truly special. Oh, and the food notably got a bit lower, right? At least the cake I noticed. And they let me keep the forge. Well, that's real nice of them. And you repay this kindness 1,000-fold. As a bit of an elemental mage myself, I must say your work there was quite the impressive feat. I mean, they turned a volcano into a giant bread oven. I mean, difficult. Yeah, you all did so much for me, a lot more than I could ask for. I mean, we brought you back to life. Do more if we could. I really like the Lair Tale. Want to bring me back to life? I'd like to see that. Despite of it all, you still gave a whole lot more than you took, so good on you. To go. Oh god, we have toast animations. To go. Can't believe how lucky I am to have all of you. I guess the final battle awaits. But we can worry about that tomorrow. Let's just make the best of this moment. This here was a good moment. Gaspar? Sir? It's too late now for me to make a toast. Did they just make a toast to your call? Whatever you fancy, this is your moment. Great. Okay, let's see. Thank you, my dear friends, for joining me in celebration. Tonight I raise... Oh, I'm not doing a college voice, right? Tonight I raise my glass above my heart. To take for her and unwavering support and unquenchable thirst for knowledge. To Tiggs. To Malcolm for teaching us that one can always turn their life around no matter their age. To Malcolm To Yolandi Valtrade and Kenneth and for the spirit of adventure, always keeping the lights on the talking, no matter how dire things get. To Yolandi Valtrade and Kenneth and to more rain for standing firm in the face of unsurmountable grief and never wavering his faith for my friends. He pieced out after that whole Dweller with Woe thing went bad. He was like, nope, I'm out. I did enough. To Moraine. To survive for enduring the impossible and being the coolest person I know. To survive. To Jean Abyss for saving my life. To Jean Abyss. And finally to Valère himself for getting me out of Moon Crater and letting me travel the world to encounter countless wonders. But most important, for being the best friends anyone could ask for. To Valère himself. Huzzah. It's warm even the abundance of food and good times with his loved ones gave Gone Epiphany. The ultimate meal. You got a legendary feast recipe. You also got question pack number 11. You got all the question packs. Does that mean we're going to have to go do that? Well, here's the thing about the last things. We have to reach the true ending. And when you go do the question packs. I think I'll go back to the question packs after we get the true ending. Hopefully. Maybe. Potentially. Anyway, if I can, that is. Yeah, because this might suck a bit. Not sure. I feel like we're going to need those 10 extra levels to fight the boss. But I don't know where I'm going to get those 10 extra levels. I mean, if anything, we do have these backup relics that might help keep us alive a bit longer. Anyway, it's time, everyone. We had a nice time. I could get all those legendary feasts. I'm not sure if I probably gonna need them. I mean, they'll 100% do. Well, actually, I want to question one thing. So party. Ah. That's the difference. This is ally, this is party. That's a bit much though, don't you think? For an entire party. Okay, well. Hi, Fleshmancer, I'm back. And I brought all. 'Cause, you know, best decisions. How we doing? Good enough, I guess, hopefully. Hopefully. Let's see. Time to go do the final fight again. Remember, Go. To be fair, Go isn't really that great in combat. Like, he has blunt damage and heals. But that ultimate. I'm gonna try to get his ultimate off, though. I think I'm still. We'll see how well it does, cause you know. To be fair, I'm pretty sure Rashawn's ultimate is still my favorite. Just cause, hey, guess what? Your attacks are all delayed, and we're all healed. It's pretty great. Oh, and we're revived. Cause the power of alchemy. Those who have to climb the stairs each time. Yeah. The stairs. The stairs. I can go for the save like uphill somewhere. Just saying. Anyway, round 2. Ah, you made it. Congratulations, you've been quite the nuisance. Prepare yourself. repel myself. Oh, like I'm gonna actually fight myself. Oh, my foolish child. Fighting sources wars is beneath me. But you did make it all the way uphill. Now play by the rules. Time's come to decide on the fate of your realm and all of its worlds. So, can you defeat my strongest lieutenant? Or she reigns supreme over the cyborgs? Never. Your evil has no place here anymore. My, haven't we grown boastful? Well, let the matter be settled then. I call upon you, my champ. Hey, you coward, how about fighting your own powers for a change? You throw a fucking apple at him. Did you just throw a fucking apple at me? All you do is corrupt everything. You touch and make people suffer. I'm kicking you out. You threw an apple at me. You would challenge a god? God, I told you once that you're the... Told you once, you son of a creep, you're nothing but a loser. And so this fool repeats his mistake. There'll be no time travel tricks out of you this time. I'm going to annihilate the shit out of you. Come then, turn of pain awaits. Oh god. Well, that's a bit much, don't you think? I almost want to start Lunar Shield. But let's do what we can. The problem though is those two suns. I have an idea what to do with those two suns, maybe. Well, let's get started, shall we? Let's see how bad this is gonna go. No jump. But you can't do double suns. However, let's see if I can remember timing. There we go. What you got? Well, that hurts. That's the thing. No, delay that bit. Oh shit, no, I don't need you to need... Well, maybe. Maybe we have enough. There. There goes those two. So here's the thing. So I could hit him with that and end his bullshit. But why would I do that? When I can delay the fuck out. I almost just want to keep going for Rashawn's. There's the combo. I want to do my ultimate. I so totally want to. You know, to Gar's ultimate. But at the same time, part of me wants to go back and, you know, just keep delaying, you know, just keep delaying. But you know what? Fuck it. God's ultimate attack. Sleeper's Fury. God summons the dragon. Boosh. Well, that goes all. Not bad. Probably should have smashed your shield it in, though. Just for insult. Well, let's keep building it up. I said keep building it up. That's a bit much, don't you think? I mean, to fail, I could do that, but... no. No, it's... no. Oh, no, this turn's gonna hurt like a bitch. It's gonna probably murk somewhere. You keep building your MP back. Oh, well, it would really be nice if I had enough MP for that. You know. Oh, actually, you know what? Look at that. Pop one of those, though, because you get a free item, right? Okay. Now then, Lunar Shield, because F your attack, bitch. Lunar Shield. What you got? Even with that, still went through. Ah, the fuck. Well, this is gonna suck, because I don't think I can stop that. Wait, I can. I can totally stop that. I can totally stop that. Time to do this again. 1, 2, 5. Yeah. God, that's so great. Answer I. Nice. Might as well. Stand up there, Bill. Well, you got this. Ah, you dick. No, no turn. Luckily, I have enough for fucking moves. Well, you know who I want. Gold wasn't bad. But you know what would be great? Rashawn. The Great Eagle. Cause fuck your shit. That's why. You don't get... You get delayed by 4. Oh, so by the way. Oh, you're empty back. Duck go. Nah. Hey, hello. Get some of your MP back. Not for, you know, protection, but... By the way... No. Denied. Elbow drop. Bonk. Perfect. Get some of that back. Oh no, he's gonna do that. Whatever shall I do? Actually, whatever shall I do? Swamp, back to you. Nice. No turn. Bonk. I guess it's finally time we interrupt you, just so I get my MP back, so... Not much I can do, though. But I can, however, put more lunar shields up before you attack. Not that they really help that much, but, you know. Well, that's a bit much, don't you think? However, no. Deny. And, you know, we have to do it. Just because it's the best. I mean, Guards and Ultimate's not bad, but I like just denying the boss from doing his exact thing. Oh, we reached phase 2. By the way, remember when we had to do this? Is that... Whoa, that thing, see. Oh, that hurt it. Oh yeah, I can destroy the bullets, but... I can destroy the bullets. That actually helps. I have to take out the armor over that. Oops. Super beam. Get rat, nerd. Ow. Well, that actually hurt. I sure saved my dive for that. Yeah, I sure saved my dive. Shit. Oh, I wasn't prepared for that. His super beam rat. Shit. Well, that's problematic. Probably we're gonna need all this MP back. Yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna stop it right now. Okay, we have enough so we can stop him. Next turn. You don't have enough moves. Don't have enough suns. Hey, stop. How am I gonna get that many suns off? Good question. I don't even know. I actually have an idea of how, but I would need more combo, which I don't have. Yeah, because I can't just, you know, hit him that many times with the sun. It's just not possible in that slow time. Well, I can hope that you take off, you know, 2 suns. I mean, that... The problem though is that doesn't exactly help. Because I need Soon Ren. I mean, Social Strike is a maybe at best. But I don't think it's going to take off the sun. No. Well, shit. You finally get an ability off. Ow. Well, hey, at least it took effect on those. Oh, that's great, though. It's alright. Worth on getting that MP back. Well, more moons. Accomplished charge. Good. Oof. Like, I want to use Gars, but at the same time, Prashant's is still best. Like, Gars' ultimate interrupts all his locks, but only like to 1 extent, so. Cut. Bonk. Okay. So you need hammer, eh? That one though is a bit hard to do though. Suns and moons. Ugh, I'm not sure about that one. Like I could take out sun. But yeah, unless we get that double combo up. Don't think I could do much about it. I think I'll pop on these, just get some MP back. Not enough for the combo, but it's enough to get some moons in. No turn. Oh, he doesn't have enough MP. Shit. More takoyaki. Need more MP. Oh shit, I fucked it up. Fucked it up. Well, that's awkward. Fucked it. Oh well. Got 3 turns. Combo's almost built up. Alright, switch you out for now. Oh well. No fucking turn. Fuck it. Combo's recharged. 5 turns. Bet my MP. Push on. Ultimate. Drop the ultimate. Delay him to 7 turns. He'll be great. Yes. Oh, 6 turns. Well, 5. No. You did good, but bonk. Now I have a whole long time here to build up MP. More lunar shield. Bubble today. And that's how I'm swapping to someone. Now we're good. Build up that MP. Again. I'm gonna need you for abs. Oh, we're doing this again, everyone. Take 2. Well, at least his astral health's not that far off. Ow. I hit them. Not okay. Ow. Ran into that one. Not okay. Shit. I can take down the stupid pink one, I'll be fine. There we go. There we go. That's what we're supposed to do. Oh god, now he's back to one turn. Well, shit. No, you don't get one turn. You get 3. And I don't have enough for more moons, so... Bonk. You don't have enough for... Well, you do have enough. You keep... Bonk. Okay, what you got? Same attack? Same attack. Now the problem is I can't disrupt that one because, yeah, I didn't time if I disrupt this time. I don't have to add your combo this time. Well, shucks. Oh well. We're probably gonna take some damage here. I can't interrupt him, sadly. Because I can't even use her right now, so... Unfortunate that. Oh well. Punch. To reduce his damage. Well, that was the thing. Oof, he's making seeds, not the seeds. No, I can see. I still can't use her right now, so he's just going... Oh god, he's just going straight in to the next attack. Well, that's pretty terrible. Not happy about that. More moons. Okay, throwing a blade. Now I got freaking appendages, you know. I see sun and poison. Well, that's not terrible. Not fan of that, though. I'm trying to build up my combo, I suppose. Just, I need you. Well, not terrible. Okay, fit back. You heal. Nice. There you go, combos are matched. So this is just an in-between phase, basically, that we've let happen. Sadly, we let this happen. Oh well, we can gain MP during it, so... Okay. Back to what we were supposed to do. What we got for combos? I could waste all of that, but I think I'll hold off. Now, for my interrupts. Speaking of interrupts. Denied. Denied. MP. MP. Rashawn. Denies. All the denies. And the hills. Bomb. So I just over there on 3 shields. Give me shit. That you need some MP too, so. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh no, I can't actually switch. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh well. 4 shields. Can we have 4 moves? We can have 4 moves. Aim for Saran. That's not Saran. Ow. Okay. Firstly, fuck you, shit. Secondly, moons. Rashawn, if you would be so kind, deny this bitch. Fuck. Oh well. Not as much of a delay as I would have liked. Okay, this should be fine. Hit him. Then hit him. Okay. Hey, finally a job for you. Apple. Oh, hey. Disorient. Bonk. We should be fine. Because you'll go next. Stop doing that. Yeah, you're fine. Nope. Ah, I wish I could go over again. Oh well. Get some MP. Did we seriously win? Wow. That was actually easier than I expected. Like, here's the thing. He had some really high damaging abilities that he wasn't using, really. Cause, like, his regular attack... Give me a second while I look at the thing. Okay, so here's the thing. His regular attack does, like, anywhere between 140 damage to, like, 200, potentially. Yeah. Blocking that well, actually I think it probably that's probably what the person in the guide had. I'm not sure if they had the same stats. Probably didn't. Because we were blocking and it was going down to like 110-ish. But yeah, still that's a lot of damage. Right? That's just his regular basic attack. He has Seed Pull, which this would do around 140 times 50, and cause 2 seeds, which then he'll redo Throne of Flesh. Which, yeah, they depend on what color they are. And then there's finally the Maw, which pits everyone. The only problem, though, is Lunar Shield just blocked all of his Maw, so... And we kept using Lunar Shield, so... We were pretty fine. Maybe Lunar Shield also reduces some of the damage, too, from his energy shot. But yeah, his energy shot hurts. But yeah. I mean, here's the thing. As I mentioned, Rashawn's ultimate is probably the best ultimate. Like, we gotta show off Gar's ultimate, right? Dragon. It does literally all the conditions. The only problem though is I think it only does them like once. So basically if he has like, you know, if he has two like swords or hammers, it's not very helpful though. But when it's like, you need him with like everything, it's good though. There's only one problem. It's not, like, here's the thing. It's actually more beneficial, I find, to keep enemies in their lock pattern. Because the thing is, for X amount of turns, they're not doing anything. So the longer you can keep them from not doing anything, the better. So that's why we have Sarai. Sarai is one of the best characters because disorient. Because you can, yeah, it's a very tactical thing. Well, basically, if you keep the enemy from being able to do anything, you can keep doing things without, you know, suffering damage or any of that nonsense. So Sarai kept disorienting. Then we kept using the combo with Sarai and Rashawn to keep reducing his turns. And then every time Rashawn had his ultimate up, just keep dropping Eagle because it also delays by 3-4 turns. Yeah, that's, in my opinion, is the best strategy in this game. Is just keep Rashawn using his ultimate. Like sure, the others have more pretty ultimates and stuff, but do they delay his turn by X amount of times? Exactly. So anyway, how is this possible? How? Better start believing we're kicking you out. Oh my, wow. Way to go, Gar. Speaking of... Hi, Rashawn. About time you showed up. But still a bit that's... I'm not sure how I feel about that still. Rashawn's just like, hey, hi buddy. You lost. We're going now. It's like, wait a second, why? Why wouldn't we finish him off? You know, stop him from potentially doing evil across the entire freaking universe? Nah, we're just letting him go. But why? We won, but yet did we really win? He's really gone, we're free. Hope. It's been so long. So hey, now we do this again. Sail? You've had to. We have to go right now and face the world here. Will you return? For everything now. There's just so much for us to do. But this time we have a girl. So many worlds I had no idea. This is goodbye then? I guess so, this thing... Oh, stop being so dramatic. Thanks, girl. Just promise you'll visit from time to time, okay? Of course. Oh, that's more like it. We'll see you soon, girl. First week. I know, you do your lunar and solar stuff wherever you have to. But you always be for there and there to me. Wouldn't want any other way. Seriously, we did something good here. You guys are the best. I mean, we brought Garl back and we beat up a frickin' Fleshmancer. Well, go on then, and don't you ever miss my birthday. Haha, you can count on it. Promise? Promise. Well, we should... Wait! Tiggs needs to get this all documented. Again! Before you go, could I just... Right. That makes sense with Teague saying how how they always return potentially on his birthday. Maybe. Or is it just a myth? It's been great knowing you. I'll make sure future generations know your story and remember you always. Great knowing you as well, Teaks. Please stay safe. It's not balance anymore. You take care of yourselves and your people, okay? We'll do our best in your memory. Now it's time to go for now. Still a bit bittersweet. So our watch begins. Here's hoping it won't be too boring. That'd be a first. Hey, don't wait too long before your first visit. You bet. Lying by your side has been my life's honor. Yeah. Farewell. Yeah, just a bit bittersweet. Because we still have to do this. We still have to go to defeat the world here. We still have to roll the credits. We still have to go pew pew. Because remember, there's still this thing. And that's the thing. Who part of it? I don't know. Honestly, I think Warrior's form was a bit hard. There was just all the things at once. Yeah, I don't like that. Super Beam, man. I'll save Super Beam. Yeah, I don't like this phase. Oh, hell. These are a bit irritating, but... yeah, better than the forward hell. Besides, you can easily dodge. No. This one's, yeah, everything. Oh no. Not the everything. And I think the credits are going to be slightly different now that Carl's back. Oh, we should have Carl's grave at the end this time. This is the true ending. We went back, we saved Carl, we did a chrono trigger. We didn't fight Arena? We didn't fight her this time. Because we went straight to fighting the placements, because Gaul was best boy. Throw an apple at him. Challenge a god. And remember everyone, teamwork makes the dream work. Also delaying enemies from doing anything also makes the dream work. Now sadly we've watched most of the credits already, so we're going to, you know, we're going to super speed. And watch these things though. Now come out though. Having fun. Do I can't go ultra speed? Not yet. Ultra speed's mostly for skipping the 2 bajillion backers. Oh, out of my right. Just relaxing there with that hot spring. I don't think we got that one last time. At least I don't remember that Right, you. And the kids. Yeah, okay, I'll sum up my thoughts after the credits. Because I have a few thoughts about the game. Alright, you. Oh, the bird, right. I completely almost forgot about him and how he came and saved the day. Oh, here's where we can ultra speed. No. So pink. Memphis said he was going to visit the Elder Mist, or Moraine said he should go visit the Elder Mist, right? No. All those backers. Look at all them. Names for days. Thing is, we don't have days. I'm being messaged on Discord. Look how I dance. Look how I go. More backers, No. We get down to what? J before it cuts off? Yeah, past J, and then Purple Storm. The Artificer. And more backers, Red Star. Boograves? And, Boograves and Arlene, I think. That's what Boograves became. So the thing is, so technically... I'm not sure if they got a good ending or not, though. And of course, thank you for playing. Cause yeah, I'm not sure that counts as a good ending for them. They still became minions of the Fleischmancer. The Fleischmancer's still technically alive, it just went through a portal. We're still technically bound by our duty to protect the world, or universe, not even the world, the entire universe, from the Fleischmancer. So it's sort of like... It's sort of very, what would it be? Like, I wouldn't certainly say it's that. Like, it's basically we get put into a. I wouldn't certainly say a full ending, but we get placed into basically. So this is how it's just gonna be for X amount of generations of us. Well, we don't age; we're freaking ascended gods now, but. Everyone else we know is going to die, basically. That whole immortality thing. That's the thing though, we're going to outlive Gaul, so we still have to... God, I made it sad again, didn't I? Everyone we know is probably going to pass. Maybe not Sarai, I'm not sure about Sarai and the androids. But like everyone else, yeah, they're just all going to age and pass, and we're just going to be, you know, for countless millennia, just fighting against the Fleischmancer and whatever bullshit he does across the entire universe. I know, right? That's not exactly the most appealing prospect for an ending. Like, you won, but yet the job never ends, basically. So we give each year as they fly by a world on a never-ending watch. See, never-ending watch. You won, but the job never ends. And they can't really remember their story. Hi, Sage. Yes? Is it true they always fly in on the warrior cook's birthday? Oh, absolutely. Quite fitting, don't you think? About long, Owen. I'll check in on the cook's renovations. Thank you for the story, High Sage. Oh yeah, we need to do that. Right, I almost forgot. It's like, yay, we did it. Oh wait, there's still one more thing we have to do. Still one more thing we have to do. Well, how's the progress? Yeah, pretty good. But think about your Mauer's notes, you know, about the flood. And no worries, I'll make the big window extra thick. Wow, do you like the centerpiece? Oh, hi, you're here. Yeah, this is perfect. Huh. It'll be late if you don't leave soon. Elder gone. Oops, yeah, I guess I should head out. Dragon! Hey, old friend. Happy birthday, Master. The Maritime, please stop calling me that. We ready to go, then? Oh yeah, can't be late. Oh yeah, it's his birthday. You get to go visit them. It's great. He's still alive for, you know, X amount of years. This is definitely better than the other one. Just right. Still a bit sad. Right on time. Oh, come on, don't be shy now. That's still a bit sad, though. Is that my... You got Flimsy hammer. Yeah, we need to do that again. So continue. We have one more business to attend to. So, as you know, we got 3 Flimsy hammers. We need to go get the last Flimsy hammer. Which we get to quiz time, everyone. Quiz time. Hope you got your notes ready, because I'm going to need those notes. Because we need to do all the questions. I don't know how long this is going to take, but yeah. Yeah, it's just... it's a bit sad of an ending, you know? Because, yeah, if you realize that they're just going to be alive for millennia. They're going to outlive most everyone. That whole curse of immortality thing. Like, Gar died. Gotta come back, gotta spend time with his friends, but yeah, still the curse of immortality, though. Because he'll pass and they'll still be alive. Nothing can be done about that. So anyway, we need to go back to Lucent. And go to quiz time, everyone. Quiz time. That and I'll be right back before we do quiz time. Okay, and we're back. So one final challenge awaits before us. Quiz time. Oh, so in terms of the game, what would I give it? I think I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. It was good. I like the story. Just elements of the combat. I didn't exactly like the combat, okay? Like, I didn't like the lock system. The mechanics, the puzzles and all that, they start grating on me a bit. But I won't count that against the game. Cause yeah, that's the whole excessive amount of puzzles or dungeons. That's fine, not really my cup of tea. The whole combat with the constant, okay, deal with this lock. Okay, deal with that lock. Okay, so this enemy wants you to hit him, you know, with 2 swords, 4 hammers, poison, and arcane. All in one turn. It's like, wait, how am I supposed to pull that off? Because, like, the thing is, it's almost like the game almost requires Sarai. Because some of those locks, yeah, okay, how am I supposed to pull this off in one turn? Well, if you did Ed's combo with this combo, yeah, but there's nothing to, like, just... Oh, I have all my food back, too. Nice. There's no food item that would just give you Ed's combo points, so you'll literally force... Like, even at the start of a fight, it'll be some of the things are a bit BS, because, like, hell, fighting multiple enemies is like, okay, these 3 enemies are all ready to go. You can only stop one of them. But it's like, okay, do Star and Moon right at one first. The thing is, you can't do Star and Moon right at first. Unless you use, like, Rashawn's Ebb, but still. Anyway, quiz time, everyone. Quiz time. So I have the answers on a page, but we'll see how much we paid attention. Do you want to play? Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the quiz show with our contestant, Valero. By the way, look at all these question packs you have. We need to play through all of them. On Expert. What's the name of Cinemas Academy's word? That answer is correct. Alright, next question. Use magical power using that is to use line magic boost. Precisely. Right, next question. True or false? Which showers can be found in the Forbidden Cavern? The Forbidden Cavern? Fuck, I don't think that one's true, actually. Let's go one for Valero. So yeah, remember, we can technically, I technically have all the questions here and the answers on the page, so probably not gonna fail, unless I just decide. That one's 8. Yeah, how much does it cost for Zelda to use Fireball without anything that reduces the cost of that? Just 8. Alright, next question. Whenever Miss Island is included here, will Moon Cradle. Precisely. Right, next question. Facing enemy with 2 blunt locks and 2 sword, which combo? Well, here's the thing, Social Strike, yeah. And next question. I was gonna say the Winter Solstice, first day of school. I mean, that makes sense. Correct. Next question. What is the name of the spiritual being found at the top of the Mount Trail? Binderfist. Meldenfist. Like, how have you been paying attention? The game. Throwing equipment, how much MP? Oh shit, that's... I'm not actually sure on that one. That one I have to look up. Okay, 3. Very nice question. Boosting regenerates MP. No. Oh, you're good. Here's a little something for the impressive performance. The question though is, do I have to do casual then expert for all these? Because here's the thing about it. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, casual you ask not all 10 questions. The problem is, do I have to do literally both? Cause that's a bit stupid if I can't just do, you know, expert and get casual from it. Anyway, you land forever in a cave for a part of a pirate crew led by whom? Well, I mean, cliche. Precisely. Next question. What's the name of the raft the pirate crew used to sail? What on the Oakham skiff? Go into Vallejo. Next question. These establishments, which one is not found on Sleeper Island? Well, it won't be the first stage of grief that's on this island. Alright, next question. How many red berries are required to make one potion? I think it's 5. Yeah, I thought it was 5. Next question. What's the name of the enchanted currency that can control the undead? The coin of undeath record? Let's go on for Vallejo. Next question. The Mocha from Stonemason Outpost to descend from a long line of elemental mages. I'm not sure on that one. Huh. Apparently true. That one I had to look up. Cause I wasn't sure on that one. Next question. Of these areas, which one is not present in the Moorlands? The Moorlands, you say? Drill bad. Alright, next question. What name did Malcolm give his pet? I think it's Rocky. Rocky, right? Makes sense. Not just Rock. Alright, next question. Stone may outpost the Mokin are taking care of the wind timer so that they keep on preparing which function? Playing music, right? Makes sense. To play music to keep the sleeper awake. Sleeper asleep. But now that the sleeper's awake, and... Shit, what did they rename the dragon now? I forgot. Because that's probably gonna be a question, isn't it? Answer's correct. Next question. True for so shown by Yeet Ball land on Sleeper Island after being caught by Zeto. Isn't that true? Yes. Okay, oh you're good. Here's a little something. So wait, do I get both or do I have to do casual too? Oh my god, I have to do casual too. That's... Oh, that's unfortunate. That's sad. I don't want to have to do casual too. Anyway. Like, hey, by the way, do you remember the questions you just answered? This is going to take the entire rest of the episode. Yay! You got more stuff that you could sell, even though we don't need money at this point in the game. Yep, remember we have all those to go through. Fuck my life. Oh well. Questions! Because that's 10 questions for each 11 packs. Great. That means we still have to go through A questions, don't we? Was it 90? I think that 90, isn't it? Then the curse words, what is the name of the enemy that has to be destroyed to get rid of the vines? Shit, I don't remember that one. That one already stumped me. And lucky I have this. Score 1. Next question. Proper time cars nourish. What is the F replaced by? Oh shit, I don't think I've ever timed it properly, so I don't know that one. Apparently it's replaced by Papa Sandwich. Next question. You get a treasure from its action by the necromancer rancher. Yes. Next question. Bowing equipment, which of these skills costs around 9 MP? Without any equipment skills, I'm pretty sure it's phase shift. Next question. A family was named after Triva who appeared in the Haunted Mansion. What is the Triva's name? The Triva well. Alright, next question. If one were to buy a scrimshaw sword, how much gold? Oh, for I don't even know that. A, apparently. Next question. When a Goku escapes battle, what does it do? I mean, it tries to pose in a puff of smoke, right? No. Yes, yes. Next question. True or false, the first stage of grief was so named because the people lose sunlight to give in mindful assumptions of the situation. Yes. False, apparently. Never mind. Next question. How is the show allowing one to oh, it's called a grapple. Not good shot. Can't call it hook shot, I think Zelda has copyrights on that. The name of the sorcerer type enemies that we found now. I think they were morpho right? Or morpho. Yay. Wanna play again? No, but I have to. Grapple. Half a sandwich. Day shift. That thing. Mermaid wizard. The drove. Was that the drove? Nope. Yeah. Okay, we move on to question pack 4, everyone. Right. So, how long is this? Oh, already 13 minutes in. Okay. So, how many heroes is each player allowed? 2. Next question. Go get the new town. Which of these 8 perks? Smirk, smile, Murph. He chose Murph. Next question. How many potatoes required to make 1 potion party stew? Well, that one's actually a bit hard. It's like, I don't know that. I never really made food that much. I got up to the math amount and then just sort of set on food. Didn't really pay attention to the ingredients that much. Next question. The following species, which one cannot be fished on Sleeper Island? Ghost surgeon. Next question. The previous captain of the best return was named Stormcall. I'm pretty sure that's true. Next question. Fortunes the Coast Navigator is famous for her skill with which instrument? The octave lute, I want to say. Yes? Nope. Nope. It's the octave mandolin. It's not a lute. Score 1 for Villanelle. Next question. Captain could acquire the best routine by spinning. No. False. Because we lost the coin. Because she gave it to go across the ferry. On the title of Hydralian, the sea monster summoned by Stormcrow for his ultimate attack. It isn't Rural Tides, I'm pretty sure it's Rural Tides. Next question. Without any equipment, how much MP does Valera's Lunar Shield cost? I'm pretty sure it's 11. Alright, next question. What's the name of the spirit who inhabits the crypt? Spirit who inhabits the crypt. Oh, Crypt Walker. Yay, we did good. No, I don't want to play again, but I have to. What is the name of the spirit who inhabits the crypt? Crypt Walker. Difficult to card that by fault. By the Tower Hydrant. Row of Tides. Next question. Greatest Captain of the Festival Team was named Storm Call. Next question. Very short skill with the octave mandolin. Yay. Huzzah. No, I don't really want to play again. Who is the giant statue that gave Watch All his name? Oh, the Flashmans are coming. Precisely. Next question. What's the name of the big frog enemy with a throwing storm is back? Guruni, I think? Yeah, Guruni. Next question. Which of these enemies does appeal? Oh shit. Apparently that one. Next question. Chancellor's have returned us for them to retrieve something from. What was this something? Pretty sure it was the Viral Times. Precisely. Next question. Two parts of Oracle Tide Studio to control the flow of water throughout the world. Pretty sure not. False. Going to below. Next question. Now legendary fear of acrobats arrives here to bring the light from the eclipse into the depths of Torment Peak. What caused the eclipse in the first place? I'm pretty sure it's the source of amulet. Proper timing. No, source. Next question. Bone equipment arrives Venom Floating and Valera's Moonring have the same input cost. How the fuck would I know that one? Apparently they do. I thought Venom Flurry was 6. I know Valera's Moonring is 7. Right? Huh. Bitch! Oh yeah, it is false. Whoops. I thought it was wrong. Why did I take that? Oh no, I answered one. Wow, I answered one wrong question and I'm just kicked out. That's terrible. Fuck me running. Yeah, I thought I was wrong. The problem is I looked at the thing and I thought it said true. Ugh. God, I think that was towards the last question too. Yeah, this story isn't just a bit much. Here we go. Yes, that one I didn't get. We're now becoming the welcome Richard to visit. Where must one go to bathe with a seashell? Isn't it the Sacred Grove? Oh, your crowd must ready. Fault! That's the one that dicked me over. Oh, German peers visited long ago by no children. What did they do as they left? They sealed it once. Did they seal it twice or seal it once? Apparently they sealed it twice. Yay, we did. We got through it. Yay, and now we have to do it again. Ugh. She's collecting rainbow shells. Next question. The solstice amulet. Next question. Soda twice. Next question. I know some of these here are a bit different, actually. But anyway, flower time. Following cursives, no. Next question. Who put the giant stat? Shit! Well, that was bad. Apparently that thing just popped up before I even... I pressed too fast, though. Apparently I still got credit. Because that was the casual one. Oh yeah. We're almost halfway. Reserve for lock secrets of poison, so oh god. Now we're getting into the complicated map bullshit that I hate. So present for lock secrets of poison, sword, and arcane. Which pair could remove them all by each performing potentially boost regular attack? Well, it would have to be Rashawn and Zale. Next question. Following names, which one is not one of Carol's friends? I don't think it's friend. Alright, next question. What is the name of the rogue that increases the party's max HP? I think it's ammo storytelling, isn't it? Unless that was like some other rogues, though, that do that. Yeah, I didn't even have to equip those for the final fight. The final fight was actually pretty easy, all things considered. Just so long as I kept him, you know, delayed from doing anything. Of the three, no, Yomar's the neutral one that lives in a swamp. Well, technically they both live in a swamp. She's the one that lives in a swamp, but doesn't raise necromantic minions. Playing Wheels, how much energy should we pay match price per hours? Oh, you're asking questions I don't even remember. Apparently 3. Next question. The following skills, which is the one that can cause enemy displacement? Displacement, you say? Displacement. Isn't that one? I was thinking delay, but no, displacement, the one that moves them all to one area, so yeah, that. Next question. Following species, which can not be fished on that? Parents of flourishing piranha. Next question. Complete the following. When the moon shines bright and autumn sheaves come forth, the abomination of boots and heaps. Roots and leaves. Next question. What's the name of Rashawn's healing potion? Petrichor, isn't it? Petrichor? Petrichor. Next question. Glacier Peak is on Mason Island. Oh, fuck yes, it is actually. I was thinking Glacial Peak, wait, that's the one we went through by the gate, but yet we never went back to Glacial Peak. I couldn't go to Glacial Peak, but the fact is it's technically the one right behind the Clockwork Castle. Right, makes sense, yeah. I had to think about that. It's like, wait a second, where is Glacial Peak? Yeah, it's the big mountain behind the castle. Right. No, but I have to. Alright, next question. Three sisters, no. Next question. Family 3. Next question. Roots and leaves. Next question. Now we're storytelling. Next question. Spring. Yay. Now we'll pass the halfway point. Do I want to play again, everyone? No, we still have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, let's do this. What is the name of the haughty cuisine restaurant? Oh, we were just there to the Golden Pelican. Next question. What was the name of the lava monster guarding what is now known as Killer Monster? The Toad Cano. I didn't even look these ones up, just, yeah. Next question. Please agree to which one is not part of the recipe to make a parfait. Well, it would have to be milk. I don't think it's peach. My next question. The only two enemies present in the area on Mount Skyland was Sling Rapid and I don't know that one. Is that true or not? Probably it's true. That one's one of those ones I wouldn't know. Ruled by a king and queen. It's ruled by 3 people. It's ruled by triumvirate, so a council. So who taught Cell to use the combat skill Dash Strike? Oh, wasn't yeah, Duke Infantry? Next question. Let's go to Ponty in the counter. How many sky giants are there in the cloud? Oh shit, was I keeping count? That's apparently 5. And next question. What name did God give the site? Well, out of all these names, it's obviously Wentworth. I forgot about that. J.G. Wentworth. Precisely. Next question. Gain 10% bonus damage versus undead charge. Which of these trinkets should one equipped? Well, here's the thing. That's health. That's attack. So yeah. Oh, is Big Buggy's what? How is Big Buggy's facial attack called? Shouldn't be what? Shouldn't that be what? Not how. Just say. Tectonics. Tectonics. The Volcano. Hey. On to the next round. Sorry, I'm just losing a bit of sanity. It's fine, it's fine. Anyway, what's your rice village called? Rapine. Next question. Two parts of monstrosity found in the place matches workshop had more than 4 tentacles. Huh. You mean what's his face? I forgot what his name was. Apparently, folks. Let's go on for Vallejo. I think they were talking about the guy who came out with a chainsaw. I think? Homeward, which entity is in charge of granting answers to the Sea of Stars? Apparently the Sky Giants Council. Right, next question. How many years of fish required to make one portion? Isn't that... I think it's either 6 or 9. Apparently 9. Next question. The following skills, which one costs the least amount of MP? That's 11. That's 8. I think it might be Ebb, right? No, it's not. It's Disarm. Okay, yeah, Disarm would even be 7. Yeah, okay. Ebb would be 8, then, yeah. Last question. Which of these enemies does not appear in the Derrick Factory? Apparently the Rona Cowboy. So, next question. The following species which cannot be fished on River Island? I don't think it's the sponge. But apparently it's the rock shrimp. Next question. Sarai's computer companion is named Cedric. Is it Cedric? No, it's not Cedric. Not spelled like that, anyway. Go on from that. So we're in front of the famous board game. Watchmaker. Next question. What's the name of Saraya and Rashawn's combo attack? Well, given the fact that I've been doing this one 90% of the game anymore, Arcane Barrage. Like, I mean, I've been doing that one constantly, just because... delays. Yay. Sorry, I need to look this up. Just to remind myself one thing. It's like, wait, well, what was his name? Cedric, but without the K. So yeah, that one's a mean question, because it's like, is his name Cedric? But his name is Cedric, just without the K at the end. So yeah, it's a bit BS in my opinion, that's that. Okay, well, I have to do this again, and now it's 9. Where is the name of Soraya Russians? Okay, Mirage. Repine. Next question. Monstrosity found the place man's worship had more than 4 tentacles. False. I think he actually had 3. Not what I think about. Here's a fish required for that. 9. That's crashing. Oh, Watchmaker made that terrible board game. Honestly, it's not bad. In fact, it's easy once you have certain things. That's the thing. It's one of those things, actually, if you think about. Yeah. I think it's basically one of those games that, hey, it's actually easy once you have certain pieces. Which basically means it's rigged, you know? Yeah, it's a rigged board game, basically, because... Okay. Before we get into number 9. Yeah, I didn't like wheels. Why? It's rigged. And what do you mean by it's rigged? It's basically... Okay, so here's the thing. If you have a priest, you're relatively fine. Because priest can keep your thing healed. And make sure next character activate faster. So yeah, it's two good things. Basically, you heal your base, and you activate your alpha character faster. That's rigged. Compared to the knight, which the knight has the disadvantage of basically he has to attack the wall. He can't follow up after the words and do damage. He has to attack it. So, if the wall is like 1 centimeter high, well, I did my job. Even though he can do up to like 7 or 5 to 7 damage at gold to the base, has to still attack the wall, which makes him not that great, especially if you're using like the engineer. Because the engineer's whole thing is, once he activates, he builds a wall up. The only problem though is, if you already have a built one, it sort of makes him not that useful. It doesn't really do much damage to the enemy. So yeah. But I can counter the knight all day practically. The archer has the whole advantage of, if the wall is not that high, I can shoot over it. But if the wall is like too high, well, then can't shoot over it. I think maybe if it's gold, you can shoot over a too high wall. I'm not entirely sure on that. But yeah. Then there's the mage. The mage, in my opinion, has better going on for them. The problem though is the mage takes forever to activate. But the mage, hits the wall. Now here's the thing, if the wall's not there, the mage probably actually hits twice, which would be good. But hits the wall, then shoots a fireball over the wall. So the mage has that going. Doesn't have to really worry about the wall. Just, yeah. Then you get into the assassin. The assassin with the priest is, yeah, just broken, because the priest activates the assassin goes, stabs the thing, and delays the overturn. So basically the priest counters. So basically the priest heals, activates the assassin. The assassin hits them and delays the other one's activation. So yeah, it's very good. It's just, yeah, compared to all the other heroes, yeah, those two just are a bit overpowered. Anyway, that's why it's rigged in my opinion. Cause yeah, until you get those two, yeah, it's like, what would it be? Where's a good example? I'm gonna Polymorph in Guild Wars 1. Like, yeah, until you get a certain elite or uncommon, yeah, certain gold or purple quality polymorph pieces, it's sort of definitely in the AI's favor. Especially a certain Blorp, I believe. Was it Blorp? The one that had all elemental pieces. Anyway. Let's focus. 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 Are we focusing? True or false? Surround her people who turn into cyborgs by machine other cows. Yes. Next question. During his introduction speech, which of the following did the artificer not describe himself as? The smartest I've ever been? Yeah, the smartest I've ever been. Alright, next question. What type of object was hidden in plain sight on Estreste, the giant statue at the center of that? Well, a gravity-sized battery. Gravity-based battery. Next question. At minimum, how many combo points must be spent to fill the ultimate part? Oh shit, I didn't pay attention to that one. That one's a good question though. Apparently 10. So you spend 10 combo points to build up the ultimate part fully. Huh. I haven't really been keeping track. I was just keeping most of the disorients going. Next question. The drow living in the bottom of the infinite abyss was called the drow dead. No, it's called the drow dread. You missed an R. Anyway, next question. What's the name of the drow? See, and that was the thing. Now this would be interesting if he said that question before the next question. What was the name of the drow dread's ultimate attack? I don't know, because I don't think I let him get it off. Apparently Dreadstill. Next question. Skybase is final resto before the catalyst room. Which of these elements was not present? Apparently a window. Alright, next question. Why did Soraya leave her homeworld? To become a pirate is one thing, but find Solstice warriors. Next question. These items, which one is not for sale in the sky? You expect me to remember that? Apparently the armor. Next question. Of these three names, which one was not a member of the Triumph of Eminence? I know it was abstract. What's his name? I don't know if it was spelled like that. Yeah, I don't think it was spelled like that. Yay. Almost there, everyone. Almost there. At minimum, how many combo points? 10. Why did I leave homeworld? Become a pirate is the start of the thing. But to find Solstice warriors. Next question. The drow that lives upon the infinite abyss is called the drow dread. Dead. It's called the drow dread. Mission R. Next question. Surrounding people 200 side parts by a machine called the catalyst. Next question. These three names, which one was not a member of the Triumphant? Precisely. Next question. During his introductory speech. Smartest as ever been. Yay. 2 more question packs, everyone. 2 more question packs. By the way, the last one has 12 questions and not 10. All the other ones have 10. That's a thing, apparently. Take note of that. Anyway, on to question pack 10. Yay. True or false, there's a hidden oasis for treasure chests in this ruin. Yes. That actually is. We had to follow, what was it? Southwest? Southeast? South? Something like that? I think it was something like that. The answer is correct. Next question. What's the name came to Alina no longer for new form? Oh god, how do I spell that? I think it was Elysin Darrell. I think it was that? Yeah, oop, wrong thing. Yeah, I think it was that. Precisely. Next question. Flashpoint Slayer to the east of Sanctuary Spires. Yes, that actually is true. So that's sort of northeast, but sure. Or was the Jug's transition when he went from his first to second form? Yeah, from blue to red. Next question. What's the name of the Phase Reaper's ultimate attack? Flourishing Death, I think, yeah. Alright, next question. What's the meaning behind the enemy with Ope as a name? Oops, all feet. I have no... Apparently that's it. Oops. Okay, that's a thing. Doing the pitch from the humble post in the Place Master Slayer. What was the name of the employee the innkeeper's looking for? Dubret? Alright, next question. Why chase food go for me and call my 175? Precisely, alright, next question. These combo moves, which one costs the least amount of combo points? That's 3, that's 3, that's 2, I believe. Next question, what's its right tail the sword career? What did right tail the sword career had just occurred to see that? Comeuppance. Yay. You captured Jenkins. Wanna play again? No. Do you have to play again? Yes, I believe so. What was the name? Dash into row. Come make sure you find where the frickin' apostrophe goes. Next question. There's hidden races. Yes. Next question. How much HP? 175. Comeuppance. Flourishing Death. Next question. True. Yay. Now time for the last question pack, everyone. The last question pack. Numbers obtained by putting together with the base MP costume and running it. Oh, shh. I need a drink. The fuck is this shit? It's apparently 2. Okay, doing math costs now. Next question. Hey, which of these units deals the most damage to enemies ball or maybe a level 2 warrior? Yeah, it would be a level 2 warrior. Next question. What are the names of the 3 people in charge of the certain expedition that... was one of them named Dubret? I know it was Joyce. Oh god. I know one was named Joyce. That one. So literally all these other ones are wrong then. Just from that. Next question. Pursue to achieve the great outcome of feat number 7 glass. With the one ingredient which I always been missing in subject. I think it was unbreakable will. Makes sense. Alright, next question. Across all fishing lakes, how many unique species led to cut 23? Next question. Wait, does the goldfish not count as one? Probably not. Which of these areas first appeared in Palermo's Earth dimension? First appeared, you say? It would be the peak, wouldn't it? But we went to the peak before we even got to Maze Island proper, so yeah. Next question. What's the name of the one in charge of the team that built Estress? Wasn't it Car? I think it was Car. Precisely. Next question. After focusing after on a diversion which can place an anchor in time, linked to a magic device we later place in Moorlands. The chronophage! Yay, the chronophage. We'll call it the time egg, or the chrono trigger. The next question. The elusive which item had to be given to a ghost in order to obtain the key that unlocked the shed. Turbo cookie! Next question. Which the place manager acolytes gave to Kami the magic sword? Shit. I think it was 2. I think it was 2. Next question. During the ancient battle between the Mocha mages and the... what's the name used to be for the moment when the sky serpent appeared? The Great Summoning. Next question. Find the gun. Gosh, how many bullets would be fired by Fan the Hammer? I didn't let her do that though. So 4. Well, she only had 6 bullets, so 2 of them were destroyed. Oh, you're good. Here's a letter song for that impressive performance. Yay. The problem though is I still have to do it once more to get the Flimsy hammer. 2 warrior. Choose these areas appeared first to play on Zero's adventure. Glacier Peak. Very nice question. Which of the place manager acolytes gave you that? 2. Question. What numbers obtained by putting together the... That one though is a bit difficult. It's like, what? Next question. What were the names of 3 people charged with that? Well, that one you just have to know the first person's name. Next question. 4. Yeah, we did it. We did it, everyone. Got Sapphire Ore. The approachable level has completed all the question paths and is officially Lore Master. You've earned the ultimate prize. Like a Flimsy hammer. Thank you for playing. No. So here's the thing. We got all 4 Flimsy hammers. So your question is, what do we do with all 4 Flimsy hammers? Is it worth what we're about to do? I don't know. Probably not. But anyway, time to go. So, we want to go back to... Where is it? We want to go back to the Kickstarter crypt. Because I haven't been back to the Kickstarter crypt in like forever. It's like that I had no real reason to go here. So once you have all 4 Flimsy hammers, make your way back to Mercedes and instance the enter crypt enough. Once you'll move north to the next room, we have a bunch of teleporting towers in the middle. Okay, so we want also save on hill. No, not that one, this one. Should've spent over an hour doing that shit, didn't we? Okay, so we're standing on use the one in the center at the very top. So this one right here. Poof. Okay. Now then, you teleport to reach the room here, great. Go northeast a bit. That brings us to Broken Grave. Okay, so remember we have all these Kickstarters. All these Kickstarters. We want, I think, this one? No. Yeah, which one do we want? That was that one. Maybe it's up this way. Well, that's a thing. That's a thing. Wow, I didn't even realize. Wow, those are some impressive statues, actually. Okay, so wait, which one am I looking for? I thought it was this one, right? Here, actually. Am I missing something? Okay, once you teleport, stand on the right side of it and use your... Oh. Oh, no wonder I got confused. Ha-ha. No, it feels like a Legend of Zelda secret, doesn't it? So basically, here's a wall. That's the river Flimsy. You use the Flimsy hammer. This wall, that's the river Flimsy. Hammer. This wall, that's the river Flimsy. Hammer. And this wall looks rough for Flimsy. So is there worth coming all this way and getting all these Flimsy hammers? I don't know, I'll let you be the judge of that, but let's see. What do we get? Apparently we got a wardrobe. Oh, excuse me. Have we met before? Well, we haven't. You're about to complain about some town terrorists, maybe. So that was you who just broke the fourth wall. We broke 4 walls with Flimsy hammers. So what were you a reference to? That's the question. Just tell me that. What are you a reference to? Okay, shopkeeper. Huh. Doesn't say. Oh well. We did break the 4th wall, everyone. We did break the 4th wall. We're not getting a raise either, but the cabinet's all yours if you want to knock yourself out. So we go through the cabinet. Oh, this here's the thing. Well, for some reason, since those social skills came around, no one can really tell the time of day. Now we can show you something new in this journey back to our childhoods. I'm Jake, I have dealt with the music and sound effects. This is the first game I worked on, and I couldn't have asked the power of a better team. The only reason I play acoustic instruments, I don't really know how I got here, but hot dog, I'm glad to be part of this rad game. I was prepared for you to mail me a hot dog. So how I found the devs. JP and Integrator used to find parts, but now I fix them. I know what's caused them. I don't know, I'm not a mechanic. Huh? I'm Greg. The scores are totally different, but I'm an animator. Don't listen to those squeaky whispers, they tell lies. How have I made things move in a way that moved you? I mean, this here is a nice touch. This here is a nice touch. Okay, Budgewood for a graphics feature left in. Oh god, no. not an easy task making all this, but I'm incredibly proud of everyone in here. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's read the player below, and in case I hope you had fun discovering the world. So blessed as community manager of the Sea of Stars community, simply the best, don't you think? I don't know. Hope you enjoyed this game as much as I think I would if I didn't get inspired by working on it. That's the fair thing. How would you not get inspired by working on it? Oh, apart from Berserk, I might code most of the third stuff. First to play, manage the potion in the game. If you were playing, it means we did it. Yay, hope you enjoy it. On the age of 6, I found love for RPGs, so I played Final Fantasy 1 and decided this is what I want to do when I grow up. 30 years later, and with the best dream of my childhood dream has come true. Wow, are you the one behind the lock system? I want to have a word with the one behind the lock system in combat. I want to find the bugs that JP is causing them. The JP is causing them. Yeah, which one of you caused the lock system? I need to have a discussion with you. Oh god, there's a lot of you over here. Oh, have you seen all those animations? I'm so proud of what you accomplished. All the characters I have to create. Conan is my favorite. Who? Mercy, sorry. Jacob posted for Sea of Stars. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, I enjoyed the music. I enjoyed the music. Which one of you did the lock system though? Misses protection and for getting some sleep would be nice. Did you have fun playing? The team worked really hard making it as good as possible. It's proud I got to be a part of this amazing team. It's very fun and enjoying being a part of this production. I think we need to get in for a pretty cool game, don't you agree? If you want to pretend the characters have a dance over instead of fighting, give you my virtual anime permission. That's about to be not just half a pixel to the left. But seriously, which one of you put the lock system in combat? We need to have a talk about that. Which one of you did combat? Music. Problem is, which one of you? You're not telling me which one of you did the combat, are you? Because you know I'm going to be pissed at you. Was it you? Buddy stared softly. Relief and tightness in your chest, you didn't even know it was there. Why would I put that thing again? That doesn't help me. Sincerely hope that we were able to communicate the love we have for games to the Sea of Stars events. You're not going to tell me whoever was in charge of the combat. And I create the vision for the environments. So yeah, you told me who did arts. You told me who did musics. You told me who did the coding. The coding language. But yeah, there was any music and audio design. It's my own game within the game. This game, in fact, I don't know how I'm trapped inside the game. And if it occurs, then yeah, we've got the animation people. So far as far as you turn to the face. I guess it was a cool thing, not gonna lie. Anyway. Yeah, the question though is which one of you did. Actually, return to title. I could do this real quick, can't I? I do like that, I'll just say it now. Right? I could do this real quick. Unless I can't go to just the credits. Shit. So if I could just go to the credits somehow. Sad. Cause yeah. What just going to check on who actually was behind the whole, you know, thing. Actually, I wonder where they put your on and who. Well, there was entirely too many backers, so it could be literally anywhere in hell. I do like the Kickstarter thing. It's a nice thing, it's just entirely too large to look at in my opinion. Look at all these ones you could go through. And that's the thing you could, if you knew codes for your thing, you could look it up directly and not have to go through all this. But yeah. So anyway. This was Sea of Stars. Did I enjoy this experience? Yes. I enjoyed the story. The story was great, in my opinion. The story was 10 out of 10. However, the combat was 5 out of 10. If I'm feeling generous, I might give it a 6 out of 10. But yeah, the combat, I didn't like the combat. Sad to say. Like, when it first started, sure. It's a bit simplistic, because you only get, you know, it's, you know, 3 skills per people. It's not like Chained Echoes with the whole massive amount of skills, and then you learn you can learn other things to use other skills and all that nonsense. Not like that. So you just keep it simple. You know, 3 skills per people, 1 ultimate. It's fine. I'm not complaining about that. It's the locking mechanism that made combat tedious. Cause you have the initiative to, oh, well, this enemy needs me to hit him twice with sword. Okay, I could do that. This enemy needs him hit him twice with sun in 1 turn. That I can't do. Like moon, I could do twice. Sun, I can't do twice in 1 turn. Like even using living mana is 1. Using sunball is 1. Using the sun dash thing is 1. None of those things hit with sun twice, except for his combo, but that's, you'd have to have 2 combo points, and there's no way you can just have 2 combo points when you just enter combat. Unless there was a relic that would just let you have, that would be entirely too cheatsy, but would be like, oh, you know, here's a relic that just lets you start the game with 3 combo points constantly in every fight. That would be a bit much, I think. But now I sort of want that for like New Game Plus. Not gonna lie. But yeah. So the locking mechanism. I've complained about it several times. To be fair, it's not as bad as the Chained Echoes crystal system. Because the Chained Echoes crystal system, okay, so basically, you can give your characters like additional abilities, additional stats with the crystal system and Chained Echoes. The problem though is, it was stupid. And by that I mean, like, the best ones you'd want to combine, like, say, like some really good ones together. But the only problem though is, you can't really use those until the very end of the game. And then you probably don't really need them that much at the very end of the game, but you need like the best equipment before you even consider using crystals. Cause as soon as you put the crystal in, it's locked. And yeah, it's like, okay, you found better gear, but you put really good crystal in your gear. There's no just, okay, I'll just switch it over to the next skill. No, you have to remove the crystal. And the problem though is you get punished for removing the crystal. It becomes less quality. Which is the stupidest thing in the game. Like, congrats. You found a good crystal and you decided to use it. Well, And then you found a better kill and you wanted to move it. Nope. Now it's not worth as much. Now it's no longer as good. It's like, wait, what? Why is that a mechanic? Cause yeah, that's probably what's really annoyed me the most about Chained Echoes was that system. Like, part of me wants to just do Chained Echoes again and not ever deal with the crystal system. Just remove the crystal system in general, and I'd be fine with it. As for Sea of Stars, like, I get why they have the lock system. They built the combat all around that stupid thing. It's just, it's excessive and stupid at times. Like, it almost, like, basically, okay. It makes some characters a bit useless. That's a problem too. For example, Sarai is almost required. Why? She has one ability that could just delay a lock. Makes her probably more useful than most everyone else. Go has just you know, blunt damage. Hammer, bash, all that stuff, basically. Which means he's not really better than Vallejo in that regard. Because all he has is that going for him. Until he gets his ultimate. His ultimate is really good. His ultimate can, you know, get through a lock. Mostly. I'm not sure if it applies to, you know, things that require to be hit like twice, like double hammers or swords or stuff like that. Because there's like all the elements at once. Thing is, that's good. But at the same time, that's not how combat, you don't want to really do that for combat. Because the way the lock system works is, okay. The thing about the lock system is, Sarai is very good, because she delays. Delaying the lock system is probably better than actually dealing with the lock system in general. I know, right? Like, oh, you need hit with 2 swords. Well, how about I make it take longer? 1 turn to 3 turns. 3 turns to 6 turns. Stuff like that. Which brings up our second best character. Well, technically I'd say second best character, because the thing about Roshan is, story-wise, not exactly a fan of him. He abandoned us and went, nope, I'm not going to actually help anymore. Here's my puppet, I'm just going to step out and let you guys deal with all this shit. Yeah, dick move. Real dick move story-wise. But combat-wise, okay? He's the second best character because he has a combo Sarai that, with 2 combo points, lets her and him also cause more delays to the thing. Which is good. And his ultimate. Now here's the thing. As far as ultimates go. I wonder if I can look this up. Like, Sea of Stars best bonus stats, that's a good question. What are the best bonus stats for each character? I wonder how that's set up. I wonder if there's guides to that nonsense. But anyway, Sea of Stars best ultimates. Because I want to know what the internet thinks of this. Because in my opinion, you know who has the best ultimate. Let's see. So, best stats for each character on level up. So Valera's best thing, magic attack and magic defense. I didn't really care. I made it more physical. Besides, I try to keep defense and magic defense balanced between each. There was apparently magic attack and physical attack. Well, if you're focusing on both, it's a bit hard to focus on both. Go, physical attack and physical defense. Try mana points and health points. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Okay, to be fair, mana points I can agree with on Sarai. Because all Sarai needs to do is just, you know, keep disorienting. So I could agree on the mana points, honestly. Rashawn, physical defense and magic defense. I guess less so. No mana points? Just mana points and physical attack. I'm not sure I could agree with that. Best stats, blah. Okay, so what are the best... Oh, best character skills ranked. They should be great, everyone. So, what do they say are the best character skills? Number 8, Healing Light. You put a heal at the very last point. That's... why would you do that? But I guess Warble from Business is apparently better. I never really used this just compared to, you know, like Nourish. Wait, did they not? They didn't put Nourish on Hill? Wow. They didn't put Gar's Nourish on Hill. That's, yeah. Honestly, I'd say Gar's Nourish is probably better than Warp. Than most of those. Lunar Shield made 5. Standard coherent spell, but also gives, you know, a shield. Which is good. Venom Fury's apparently a 4. I don't know what's the timing on that. I won't consider Venom Fury that great. Oh my god, these people are stupid. Like, okay, so Abeyance. The whole pull enemies into one group, I can see that being somewhat useful if you use that along with like other things. Moonrang made it to 2. I wouldn't consider Moonrang that much better than Venom Fury, except for the fact that Moonrang's easier to time. And then Sunball made it to 1st. Sunball's the strongest Norse spell in the game. Yeah, I want to point out one problem with that. The best skill in the game isn't Sunball. It's fucking Disorient. Why? Disorient keeps the enemy from doing anything. So I can't agree with that. Yeah, like the lesser ultimate attacks. Like Valaire's. Creates a massive beam that deals doing damage to our enemies. Zales slams the giant massive sunball into our enemies, dealing solo damage. Sarai bombards enemies with cannonballs, dealing sword and blunt damage. Sword and blunt damage. Not poison, sword and blunt damage. The Grey Eagle deals poison damage, fully heals the party, delays our enemy turns by 3. It's like, wait a second. Doesn't that sound better than everything else? I mean, poison damage is a bit situational, but fully heals the party and delays our enemy turns by 3. It's like, wait a second. Isn't that better than everyone else? Oh, to just... yeah, he does... Dungeons and Croc on attachment for shards. But does that do arcane damage, or doesn't actually say? And then Sleeper's Fairy. This attack does blunt, sword, moon, sun, venom, and arcane damage, which isn't bad. The only problem though is it doesn't do multiple of those, I don't think, so yeah. And so far, there's no real thing on best ultimates. Cause like, there should be a thing on this. If you're ranking best character skills, you did it wrong. Okay. So yeah. Cause yeah. Best character skill is still Sarai's Disorient. Cause, you know, the difference between doing damage versus making sure the enemy can't do any damage to you. Exactly. Because Disorient with Arcane Barrage, and then also followed by a Great Ego, yeah, that's at least 7 or so turns delayed. It's pretty great. And then you could just, then you can put in your Sun Balls and other damaging abilities and whatever. Because you have 7 turns for the enemy to catch up. It's pretty great. But anyway. So yeah, that's the whole thing with the locking thing is, half the time you don't even want to deal with the locks, you just want to make sure the enemy can't do anything else because they're waiting to use their ability. But yeah. Anyway, as far as the actual gameplay and stuff, the whole exploration, it's just a bit too heavy on the puzzle dungeons. Like, some of it was fine, some of them made me overthink. Whole sliding block and mirror puzzle part, F that place, F that one. That made me think too hard. But yeah. Anyway, I think I covered pretty much everything I want to cover. As far as characters go, yeah, Sarai, best character. Bashan, story-wise, not the best character. Gar's, here's the thing. Gar is best character story-wise, but combat-wise, sadly he gets outpaced. Sadly he gets outpaced. Oh, and he just gets those, but I didn't even realize about that. What we gave him, yeah. I didn't even give him anything, did I, towards the end? But yeah. Because this, in my opinion, is a better version of Gaul, because sadly, he does the same blunt damage, right? But he also does arcane damage, as Gaul just does blunt damage. Gaul at least has heal, and probably a better ultimate than this ultimate. Like, in terms of ultimates, Gaul's is probably second to Rashawn's. Everyone else is sort of situational between those two. But yeah, as far as Gaul's regular abilities, Hurl, not that great. Nourish, it's not bad. Kirk of Surprise, there's better area attacks. But yeah. Story-wise, Gaul is probably the best character, followed by Sarai. And then on main characters, Biz is actually up there too. I'd say Sarai and Biz, good supporting characters. But yeah, between the three, Gaul's still best. Rashawn, probably the worst in story terms, because he just buggered out and left us to our own devices. Dick move. In terms of combat, definitely Sarai, then Rashawn, Then it's a toss-up between Valero and Zell, depending on which you really need. Then I'd say Boost, and sadly last call. Unless you're needing ultimates. Then it's definitely Rashawn. Then Gall. Then whoever else you need. But if you're still doing ultimates, it should probably be Rashawn. Every time you need an ultimate, it should be Rashawn. Just so you delay the enemy. But anyway, and that's it for this video. I think we covered enough. Hope you all enjoyed, thank you all, and have a nice day. Next time we move on to something that isn't Sea of Stars. But yeah, next time.